Hello everyone, this is Raj Shekharan from Trendrooster. In this video presentation, I'm going to share you the Blackdog Forex trading system. So I used this Forex trading system back when I was trading Forex something like 5-6 years back. And it's also been applicable when I apply this to Indian market. It's very much applicable and its price action works exactly as it's supposed to be with this Blackdog Forex trading system, right? So let's move on to the next slide and then I'll go over the indicators and show you the rest of the stuff, right? Let's move on to the next slide. A legal disclaimer and kindly read them clearly. All right, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, the indicators, let's move on to the indicators. Before the moving indicators, I wanted to show you that originally purchased a Blackdog like 5 years back at around close to 300 bucks, $300. Okay, so the system owner, so the Blackdog Forex is created by the Dave Atkins. I'm going to give a credit to him because a lot of version in the Blackdog Forex. He has a lot of templates, different types of style. You wanted to trade 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or even 15 minutes. Doesn't matter. He has a lot of style versions. Templates are available. What I am using, it's a old one that I bought it, which also is serves, works exactly in Indian market. That when I applied it here. Okay, so I'm going to share you what are the consist of the indicators here, right? Let's look at that indicators here is first one is EMA 50 EMA 50 high-low channel. Okay, why that is being used? Let move on to the next slide. The next one is EMA 15 close. Okay, and then stands for short-term MACD, which is a setting of 1027. Okay, and then LT stands for long-term MACD, which is a 35, 70, and then 12 is a setting. And then EMA crossover. This is just an indicator. There is no indicator of the arrow only, not the plotting the EMA. Okay, just a arrow indicator plotting 15 crosses 2, and then EMA crossover only the arrow and the text was 100 EMA and then 20. Okay, so let's move on to the each indicator and what is the purpose. Okay. So first one is EMA 50 ILO channel. The EMA 50 ILO channel act as a money line. Okay. Price is above the EMA channel is bullish and the price is below EMA channel is bearish. So what you're seeing, this is a 50 EMA channel where above the EMA channel is bullish and below EMA channel is bearish. Also here the indicator is exactly plots when bullish it plots a green and then bearish it plots a green. It's a visually appealing. It's a very simple to know that above the channel is bullish and below the channel is bearish. Okay, that's all. It's the first one. The second one, it's a EMA 15 close. That's a EMA indicator, which is a line. Okay, line indicator. The EMA 5 closely follows the price and determines the trend strength and pullback evaluation. The pullback evaluation we'll look at that in later part. But what is that means here? If EMA 15 greater than 15 EMA channel, so in this case here is a bullish bias. Okay, so we know that it's the EMA 50 EMA channel is green means it's a price is above, it's a bullish, but a bullish bias is continuing, then we should know that 15 EMA it should be above the 50 period EMA channel. Okay, that's what it says that. Then second one is the opposite of the bullish, which is a bearish now. Is a 15 EMA less than the 50 EMA channel. Okay, so 15 EMA is crossed down that 50 EMA period. Okay, so now that is a bearish bias is continuous. Okay, now the third one is 15 EMA. So it's actually sluggish actually. So not greater than, not less than 50 EMA. So which means it's something like a penetrating between that 50 EMA channel. So market is not going anywhere. Okay. So this is identifying the choppiness is pretty excellent way. It identify the choppiness and it give you the signal that it's not going anywhere. So you should be avoiding your trade basically whenever it is the market stays within this 50 period channel, the 15 EMA, and the blue line stays within that area. So market is not going anywhere and it stays sideways. So that is what the 15 EMA close is acting as. Okay, let's move on to the next indicator. Short-term MACD. Okay, the MACD that he uses is slightly different than the MACD that comes with the other any other platform. Okay, the MACD that he uses the setting is 10, 20, and 7. Okay, the 7 is not useful here actually because the line is not plotted, only the histogram. Okay, the short term where MACD refers this trend strength basically. So if the greater the short term MACD is greater than 0, then bullish strength is more. If the short-term MACD is less than 0, it's a bearish strength is more. That's very simple, straightforward, right? Nothing to worry about. Is the bar is low or bar is bigger? Is it dark green or low green? Doesn't matter. It's just above the green, above the zero line or below the zero line. That's what the short-term MACD says there. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Long-term MACD. So long-term MACD is setting is 35, 70, and then 12 period. It uses the MACD and then the signal also. The MACD signal also is plotted. If long-term MACD is greater than 0, then it's a bullish trend starts. So basically, the bullish trends when this crossover of 30 and 35 and 70 basically. So once it's crossover, then you start looking for the trade. Okay, we'll look at the trade in the next part series or later this in this video also. Okay, if less than 0, then it will be looking for only the bearish trend. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Hope you clear about the long-term MACD. Okay, looks like long-term MACD. That's it. So now the EMA crossover 1512. There is now this is not no indicator, no 15 EMA crossover used only the two EMAs, which is a 15 period and then two EMA. Okay, the EMA crossover 15 and then two EMA serves as a pullback factor. What I mean is that the 15 now this money line is pointing up, which is a 50 period EMA channel, and then 15 EMA is well above the EMA channel. So which means only the bullish bias. Now if you look at the red and blue arrow, which is 15 and 2 EMA crossover. So it actually evaluate the pullback factor. We are in a market where the already bullish bias is established and the market is trending. Okay. Now we will be looking for to buy the trigger. Okay. That's actually evaluating the pullback factor. That's what I mentioned here. It's basically finding the pullback factor. Okay. Next one. Another EMA crossover is used 120. With this indicators, it's a trend detection. Okay. It's similar to 35 70 long-term MACD. It's also used here. So when Blackdog, the first arrow that serves as Blackdog. So its latest Blackdog is up, which means is you need to look for only the buy side air, no more sell side area. So only look for buy side alone. Okay, in this scenario just triggered here, and then we know that it's a market is trending. It's not that you have to go and buy it directly here. You have to wait for the market to reach to closer to the 15 period EMA or closer to the 50 period EMA channel. Okay, so this is where you have to buy it because this is where the money lines is there, right? So you should not buy all the way topiness here and buy market reverse. You lose and hit your stop loss because market wants to pull back and then go back, pull back and then go back. So this is what is a market typical trend. So when is even the black dog is established, the market is trend is established. then only find the trade in that direction only, the black dog, because the black dog bark that market is up. So only in that direction you have to watch. Okay, if you put all together, this is how it looks overall. Okay, so the black dog, it says black dog is up. So we'll be looking for only in that upside direction. So if you look at this, the below this market window, where the long-term MACD is up, is above the zero, it's up already, and then short-term MACD is also up. The trend strength is up. Money line is the 50 period channel EMA channel is up, and then 15 period EMA is above, well above the 50 period EMA channel. And then we'll be looking for this small trigger of buy triggers. If this is actually Asian Paints, 2 days back I took this screenshot, and if you look at that, how many signals been triggered, and then you would have wanted at least 2 to 3 signals here. Okay, so let's move on, look at the chart, and I'll explain that one by one here. Okay, so let's first look at that. You have to identify the trend. Okay, how do you identify the trend? So this is actually a Asian Paint, I mean, a 5-minute chart. So long-term MACD is well above the zero, so trend has been established, and then short-term MACD is firing up, upside bar above the zero, so trend strength is up, and then we have MACD is up long-term, so short-term MACD and then long-term MACD is up, so we'll be looking for only buy, and then look at the black dog is also fired at the right place, so the market is fired, the black dog's up, you will be looking for to buy the market, right? So market you should not buy here because it's actually a breakout or any price action you can start buying it. But typically what even you have to buy when market comes to closer to 15 period EMA or a 50 period EMA channel. So this is the first trigger and this is the second trigger, and the next day it's a Friday we have a trigger because the trend is continuing, right? So another trigger, this trigger. So if you could look at that, this is how it trades. Let's look at there's a bullish signals. Let's look at the bearish signals. Okay, there you go. So the well ahead of trend direction. So the black dog fires very before it. Black dog fires that it's going to go down. Okay. So it's that time the black dog arrow, the text message will show you that black dog arrow is down. That time, okay. That time is actually it's the short term MACD, ST MACD is down, LT MACD, long term MACD is down. So now we'll be looking for to sell the market or buy the put options or bear put, whatever your choice. So directly don't go and sell it. So wait for to pull back the trade. So the market is coming and touching the 15 period EMA where you have to try to use. So MACD is still firing up the lower low, and then short-term MACD is also firing that lower low. So it is a good way to trade. And that's a second trade, third trade, fourth trade, fifth trade. So that's a very trending market. You would have made it good money. Okay. I'll show you the choppy day. So when the 15 period EMA goes to 50 period channel, so look at that price is not going anywhere, right? Though the black dog arrows fired that up and then back to channel and then crossed over, now the black dog arrows fired it's going to go up. So then now that the EMA is also going up. So that this bar is came and tested that 15 period EMA and then 50 period EMA. So here you have something like that you have to buy. So its market is going up. So another point where you have to buy. So it's all pullback when the market you have the momentum using that MACD indicator and then filtering using 50 period EMA channel and then 15 period EMA. Okay, it's a price action strategy using a few indicators. You can apply the same indicators in any trading platform because the indicators are well-known indicators and most of the technical analysis package will have these indicators. Okay. So we'll also go ahead look at that how we are going to apply this into very effective method in the next part series. Okay. So I've just explained it the rules here in the Indian market, just applying it. I also have one more method of filtering out the noises using the zone mechanism. Okay, so I'll explain that in our next series, part of this Blackdog forex trading systems. So let's move on to the next slide. So that's all I wanted to share with you today about Blackdog trading. Very simple and then effective trading strategy, and you can apply and then test yourself, and then if it is useful, give a thumbs up in the YouTube video, and do follow me in Twitter, and then post your queries, anything in the YouTube comments. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye bye.